Today we're going to show you how to install the ACC brake caliper trim plates. Kind of a cool accessories if you're having a your calipers painted by GM, either the red ones or the yellow or whatever. These are a nice, attractive little trim plate. These are available in brushed stainless or in polished stainless. We're going to be putting a set of polished ones on now. One of the first things you need to do is to, prep the caliper. We've cleaned this off pretty good, but you're going to want to make sure that there's no dirt on any of these areas. So you'll be cleaning this up and scrubbing this down with some alcohol or some preparation fluids to make sure that this is all nice and clean. Now, your kit is going to come with an adhesive promoter pen. This is not a cleaner, but it's an adhesive accelerator. It's real important for the calipers because these get pretty hot, and you'll want to make sure that these pieces stay stuck permanently, and this will do the trick. What you have in here is a little glass vial, and you'll kind of break it in the middle. You'll let it soak to the tip, and then you'll just kind of go over your areas like so. Now, that'll take a few seconds to dry. Now, it's real important that before you go and peel and stick anything, that you shape your part. We've done that here. We've put a nice little curve in here so that it matches the shape of the area you're going to be installing this on. This is real important because you don't want to have the tape form the metal for you. You want to do that by hand. As long as you can get a nice shape out of this, you can expect that this isn't going to pop off down the road, or under any kind of extreme conditions. You're going to get a lot of water, and you're going to get a lot of heat, temperatures, varying temperatures. So you want to make sure that this is formed properly, that you're prepped correctly, and that this is pressed on very well. Another important thing is that the bond on this attachment tape, this is very aggressive and very permanent, but you need to firmly press it into the molecules on the powder coating here to set the bond. So, and then before you just go in there and peel and stick, you want to kind of practice setting it in position just to make sure you don't, by mistake, set it out of position, because the piece will not allow you to pull this off and reset it. So you want to kind of make sure you have a good idea how this is going to go in place before you peel and stick. So you just kind of flick this with your fingernail, peel your tape, and you can do this entire installation without taking the wheel off the car. Makes that pretty easy. Saves you a lot of work. Now, the larger section, we've designed this opening to go right around the letters, and that's how you're going to center this. You're going to make sure that the letters are centered right in the middle of this, and that'll position everything else just fine. Another part that you have to kind of shape, it's going to come to you with a mild shape to it, but you want to just go ahead and tweak that out. So you're going to set this in like so. You're going to run it down. Just make sure that the piece, see how this is popping out like that? You want to make sure that your shape, that the metal is shaped and curved enough so that it'll just stay perfectly without popping like that. So what we're going to do is just going to kind of put a little bit more of a curve to this. And when you align this, you'll see that the lettering will fit perfectly and evenly spaced all around the part. So you want to just kind of check that out, like so, you see. and then that's the perfect position for the piece. So in order to install that, you want to kind of practice putting it in a couple of times so that you can ride this up and down without sticking to the caliper until you're ready. And then you can go ahead and peel and stick it. So we're going to get ready to do that. You want to hold the cover to the wheel. Let it roll down so you have just enough space to get in there. And then position the panel over the letters. Nice and straight. Or even, I should say. And then go ahead and set it. Now you don't want to take the blue liner off until you've actually got the piece done. That'll save you the hassle of going in there and cleaning your fingerprints off and stuff. So once you've got it nice and set real good, you can go ahead and peel this. And by the way, you don't want to do this in frigid weather either. You want to have at least a room temperature so that you get a nice bond on everything. We don't recommend putting this on anything colder than 65 degrees outside. In order to put the rear caliper covers on, you do have to jock the car up, put it in neutral so you'll be able to spin the tire, the wheel. Same procedure as the front. You're going to want to just kind of really clean this up really good. Get rid of any kind of road grime and dirt that might be deposited on there. All that really will compromise the bond, so you want to make sure that it's really nice and clean. And then apply your promoter pen. Now, this particular set doesn't really require any bending. The areas that they're going to mount to are relatively flat. So you just want to make sure that you're centered around the letters. This is what's going to give you your best look. Okay, you want to practice doing that a couple times, just setting it in place so that you can make sure that you're not, crooked. If you set this and your letters are like that, you're not going to be able to remove this piece without ruining it. So you want to just practice doing this a little bit. And then when you feel confident that you can put it in, just peel the stick. Again, really important that you press this into the powder coating. That's what's going to create your permanent bond. Just don't want to stick it and walk away from it. You really need to press it. So get all the air out and really cause the adhesive to start activating. Pieces here. See that the whole installation from beginning to end really only takes a few minutes each side. And the kit just adds a nice little trim to what otherwise would just be plain. And we put a set of polish on this car to kind of match into the wheels. However, the brush look also gives it a real nice, classy performance look. Really up to your own preference, I suppose, but that's what we did for this car.